What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video. Why is it frowned upon to take a woman out to a coffee shop? Real natural beauty with tattoos, and a nightly lover on a train. You'll see it all for yourself. But first, like and subscribe.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, you know, study you a bit. Okay, so dinner it is.
It really does feel more like an interview than a date. Checking for manners, making sure you're not spitting or tossing bones under the table for the dogs. Of course it's a joke, but the point is clear. You have to pass an audition to earn a role in this diva's life drama.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more money, 150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure. The more the merrier. That'd be comfortable.
300,000, like I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work. Life's expensive.
Anywhere from 70 to 100K. I would have to say 127, $500,000. Is that bad?
Probably 150 to $250,000.
Boy, please. The moment you misidentified everything was when you forgot that not even 100 years ago, I could not vote. Look at what happens when you try to demote the very bodies that give birth to you, please. For anyone who thinks that this generation is so vain, it's because us girls are held under a microscope day to day. It's like beautiful doesn't even exist unless you can cross everything off the checklist. Big butt, big boobs, skinny waist, includes small nose, plump lips, bony hips, hairless, careless, but still has no awareness. In all fairness, I want to be seen as beautiful too, because we will not sit back and nod and smile while certain people reconcile the rules to being fertile. Sorry, but it's my body, baby. I may be a young lady, but my dad always taught me to speak out and fight against injustice of every kind. So here I am speaking out for all my ladies in the house. We will not stop the fight until we hold our rights for women of every color, size, shape, sexual identity, and place in this world. And that is the truth about being a girl.
I think it's crazy how, like, especially guys on TikTok will be like, oh my gosh, you look so fake, you look so worked on. Because I had a little lip filler and some Botox. Doesn't really change my face at all.
What do you mean by that?
Is all that truly natural? How someone looks is their choice, but don't be surprised if not everyone is into all that piercing, tattoos, and plastic surgery. Now let's look at the backup option, the next clip.
If Drake wanted to fly you out on an expense-paid trip to his house, but you're in a relationship, are you going?
It was at this moment that he knew. He up.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, I'm going.
Laundry is dry.
Ladies, it's time to leave the broke boys and men with no direction in the dust. If you're tired of dating men that can't support you or aren't at the level that you are at, you've got to check out Luxy Dating. Luxy is an exclusive community full of high-end and successful individuals. So if you're tired of dating men with no direction, you should check out Luxy Dating.
Men, it's time to leave the dumb who think the average man's salary is 6 figures in the dust. If you're tired of dating annoying independent boss babes who think they're elite when they're average at best, check out Trad Wife Dating. It's a community of kind, respectable, childbearing individuals. So if you're tired of dating girls who accuse you of having no direction when they medicate themselves for having no direction themselves, check out Trad Wife Dating, where a woman knows her place. You want to sound? Yeah.
I think girls, I hate that I truly believe this. There's always someone else that they have in mind when they're in a relationship or they're on their way out. It's always someone else.
And you think guys don't?
I don't think they do to the degree. And here's why. Like, most girls, I still think fall into the whole, like, okay, they want to be provided for. It's like a natural instinct to be taken care of. It depends for every person, but I think there's just probably someone that is like a friend. And that's why, like, I don't think there's true, like, guy-girl friendships, because I think it's like it's someone in their mind that if this hits the fan, that person is a potential. Not that it is or it's guaranteed or it's going to happen. But I just think they have someone in their mind, like, whether they've been, like, garnering that relationship or not, that depends on the person and, like, their level of commitment to the actual relationship. But I do fully believe that girls always have someone else that they're like, oh, if this doesn't work, I could start going into that.
This just shows that, for some women, the number of partners is directly proportional to their future plans. If things don't work out with one man, they can always try with another. Just a few tearful texts asking to meet, and boom, a new love story begins.
Here's your bill. Thanks.
I got it. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need you to pay for my meal.
Okay, thank you.
Why is there so many numbers?
That's the total, without tip.
I thought it was the phone numbers. You know what? I'm feeling super traditional today.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
You can take it.
Thank you. I'm so honored.
Well, that was a lot.
You could be strong tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
When the numbers are lower.
Guys, never forget, why get a Ferrari that costs a lot of money and is hard to maintain when you can get a Ford, which will stick by your side for your whole life? This isn't about cars.
He did everything he could. It's extravagant, sure, but also charming. Aren't these the kinds of knightly gestures women always ask for? That he should pursue her against all odds? Up next, we have a list of demands on how to become the ideal candidate for the My Perfect Boyfriend show.
Well, if a guy tells you, don't wear that shirt because when you go out, guys are gonna see you. Why is he scared? Because he's looking at other girls wearing the same shit.
Exactly.
So whatever your man is insecure about or doesn't want you doing or blames you for doing even though you're not doing it, you're not the problem. He's scared that you're gonna do what he's doing to you.
Yeah.
So that would, okay.
You guys
can imagine the comments on this one, but a lot of weightlifters have weighed in on this, and they have said that this is actually the quickest and best way to remove the weight off of her. And what I think should be appreciated is that that man did not even hesitate. She asked for help, and he gave her help as quickly as he could without really processing it. But what I fear is that this type of video makes it to the wrong side of social media, you know, like the feminist side, and the man gets torn apart for how he removed the weight from her. What this would lead to is obviously him getting criticized, which is not fair, but also other young men will see this and it might cause them to react differently to a similar situation if it occurred to them. And that to me is not okay. We're not making the world a better place in that case. But what do you guys think?
The dishes wasn't 50-50, the laundry wasn't 50-50, the cleaning wasn't 50-50, and that's an everyday motherfucking job. I come home and they got food on the table, clothes on the bed, got shit everywhere. I'm organized and clean, so every day I'm exhausted. I'm coming home, I'm cleaning my house, and yes, I do that anyway. When it's just you, it's just you. When you are cleaning up for a man and his children and other people, it is a whole full-time job, and you don't get time for yourself, and that's why women get burnt out, and you're no longer happy in your relationship because you're coming home and a man is sitting on the couch because he's tired from work, and you're making sure you're catering to him.
So what? So what? So what?
I don't understand. Where is the value in that?
Fellas, do not choose a woman who don't want to be a woman.
Are you delusional?
Right. The modern day women, right there.
Man to pay for the date. Yes, the whole entire date. That includes my Uber to the date and my Uber back to my house. If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can provide for me. I want to see that you can afford an Uber ride. I want to see that you can afford a nice dinner date. Like, can you afford basic things? Because if you can't afford dinner and an Uber, my transportation, you certainly can't afford kids. You certainly can't afford a house. You certainly can't afford my bills. And I got bills to pay. Okay.
Why the man is expected to do it all is unclear. How does she even pay her bills? Clearly, these women view men as little more than a paycheck or workforce. There's no love here at all. Next clip.
Are you color coordinating with your neck?
Because I don't see a cross as religious, so
okay. Just like you don't see a marriage as religious. So
I don't think that a marriage
have meaning. This is why it's like we're at a stage where people are like, "What is a woman?" Because they just go, "Well, we're going to call it a marriage, but we're going to sleep with other people. We're going to bring in prostitutes. We're going to outsource raising the kids, or we're never going to have kids." You're calling it a family. It's not a family, and this is what it is. The words have no meaning, right? I'm wearing the cross. Why? I don't know. I don't think of it as religious. Okay, well, Jesus Christ died on the cross.
You think that?
That's what you think.
Wait, that's what you think.
So why are you wearing the cross?
Because I think it's cute.
I think that the design is cute.
Yeah.
Better term.
Wait, really quick.
I grew up Catholic. I was religious, and I'm not anymore. I don't have to believe in what you believe, and I can say that if
I didn't say you had to believe. I asked you a question.
But
I said, why are you wearing the cross?
Okay, and you're saying that the religious aspect of marriage is the only thing that matters. It's not, because people don't follow what you believe.
Yeah. Okay, I asked you why you're wearing the cross, and you said because you thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I'm glad we got an answer. She's wearing the cross around her neck because she thinks it's cute.
I do.
Would
I'm
you
not religious.
also wear like a star? That's the issue with modern dating in a nutshell. Nobody wants to be on the apps, but most people are defaulting to the apps. Everyone wants to meet someone in person, but no one really knows how to do that or is doing anything differently. And I think the solution is that you have to get out of your comfort zone and do things that you wouldn't normally do. It could be as simple as like slipping someone your number or going out of your way to meet new people in new ways. And that is really how we're going to break this cycle about complaining on modern dating.
So let me get this straight. So many modern day women think that they're the prize because basically they're a functioning adult and they pay their bills. Like, congratulations for paying your electric bill. I guess that means you deserve princess treatment. Meanwhile, these women are ill-mannered, don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to take constructive criticism. They only know how to focus on negative behaviors instead of positive behaviors. They have unhealed trauma that they constantly project onto other people. They're selfish and entitled and expect everyone to cater to them while they give nothing in return. They have poor time management. They don't have any priorities in place. They don't know how to focus. They don't know what they really want in life, which is why they dabble in everything and sleep around. They prefer negative attention rather than no attention at all. Their idea of positive friendships is how many followers they have, and their reputation online is more important than who they are in real life. Dismissive to anybody's feelings or opinions if it doesn't validate them. They bully people while simultaneously preaching women empowerment. But yet, they have so much to bring to the table because they're a functioning adult and they pay their bills. Make that make sense. Okay, bye.
The best relationship is when yesterday's fight does not stop today's communication. the best relationship.
That's because it takes real effort, self-acceptance, and mutual understanding. It's about growth and overcoming challenges to build a brighter future. But today's younger generation often chooses to skip this transformation, swapping partners instead.
Why does good sex so often fade, even for couples who continue to love each other as much as ever? And why does good intimacy not guarantee good sex, contrary to popular belief? In this paradox between love and desire, what seems to be so puzzling is that the very ingredients that nurture love, mutuality, reciprocity, protection, worry, responsibility for the other, are sometimes the very ingredients that stifle desire. So, in this dilemma about reconciling these two sets of fundamental needs, there are a few things that I've come to understand erotic couples do. One, they have a lot of sexual privacy. They understand that there is an erotic space that belongs to each of them. They also understand that foreplay is not something you do 5 minutes before the real thing. Foreplay pretty much starts at the end of the previous orgasm. Erotic couples also understand that passion waxes and wanes. It's pretty much like the moon. It has intermittent eclipses. But what they know is they know how to resurrect it. They know how to bring it back. And they know how to bring it back because they have demystified one big myth, which is the myth of spontaneity, which is that it's just going to fall from heaven while you're folding the laundry like a deus ex machina. And in fact, they understood that whatever is going to just happen in a long-term relationship already has. Committed sex is premeditated sex. It's willful, it's intentional, it's focus and presence.
I want you and only you.
Oh my god, so we're exclusive?
Did I say we're exclusive, you stupid bitch? No. The fuck? Oh my god, get away from me. You said I love you. Someone took that to heart.
I'm thinking about modern dating, modern women. These are terms that might be new to folks. What do you define what does it mean to be a modern woman or a modern man in today's society? And what is the ideal definition of modern dating?
So let's just start by this. Modern dating is not bad. A modern woman is not bad. And a modern man, they're not bad.
Okay.
The conversation in the relationship space is that anything modern with a man or a woman is all bad. That's just not the case. And what I talk about in part 1 of the book specifically is how we got here. We got here to modern dating, where modern men and modern women are out here trying to figure it out because of changes that happened in the society in the 1960s. There was a change and a breakdown of the family structure, and that had consequences down the line where we first started to see it in the 1980s.
If a man wanted to take you to McDonald's for a first date, would you go?
Yes, if we're vibing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
And then we can like fucking play Uno there. Who knows?
Okay. But would you ever date a man that makes less than you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Are you single right now?
Yes.
Yeah? So can I get your number?
No.
Why?
You can look me up on Facebook. It's you're cute, but you're a Gen Z.
What would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
7?
7. You gotta get the beard. You gotta get the beard growing in right here, and I'll give you a 10.
Okay.
Oh no, she didn't.
A pleasant woman who knows what she wants and knows her worth. This likely comes with experience because her attitude towards the guy is quite familiar. She sees him as a sweet young boy while she's the mature one. Let's watch the next video.
Okay, here is why more and more young women are rejecting feminism and just like do not want to be associated with it at all. I think these younger generations have really, really good BS detectors. So on its face, feminism sounds great, right? Equality for all and girls supporting girls. That sounds so beautiful. But the second you kind of test that out, you very quickly find that it has just become a total facade. If I'm putting on makeup for my husband to come home from work, or if I'm cooking for him, they get upset. They don't like that. Like whoever the head of PR is for feminism needs to be fired. They are doing a horrible job because almost all of their representatives who are outspoken, they just seem so miserable, so hateful, so bitter. It doesn't look fun at all. Nothing about that sounds appealing. I think that's why we're starting to see the like trad wife stuff on TikTok, is because people are so sick of the other side, like so done with the angry, man-hating, like putting women down. Ugh, boring, it's old, we're done with it. You don't have to like me, you don't have to like other women on social media. You can call everybody names and be upset, but just don't pretend that you support other women, because you don't. And a lot of people are seeing right through it.
You know, people who use the phrase, "it is what it is," they are dangerous because they don't allow anything outside of their control to affect them. They've mastered the art of acceptance, and if you try to manipulate them or threaten in any way to leave them, you know what? They don't give a They do not care. You could walk out of their life and they'll open the damn door for you. And the best part, if someone asks them if they're okay because you left them, they'll just use that magical phrase, "It is what it is."
Do you want to hook up tonight?
Do you guys have guy friends at all?
I have one since high school.
So if you made a move, he would reject you.
I think he would. I think he looks at me as little sis, and I definitely look at him as big bro.
What you mean?
Like, do you want to fuck me? I kind of want to fuck you tonight, Patty.
We can't do it tonight.
Why? So we can do it tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow.
That's insane.
He's like a brother to me. I could never.
Women our age are more likely to be in relationships than men, which makes you think, who is everybody dating at the end of the day? If the women aren't dating the men, then...
What crosses my mind is I think there's perhaps two explanations. One, women in that age group are dating older men, 30 to 40. But I think the bigger thing is that women are maybe think they're in a relationship or are in a relationship, and they're sharing higher quality guys. So, and there's this concept called hypergamy. Women are all chasing after the top tier of men. So a lot of women are happier sharing a top tier guy than settling for a guy that's actually on their level.
It seems that most girls who grew up on social media and the film industry simply can't imagine themselves as anything less than a queen beside their man. But this is a distorted perspective, since there aren't many kings to go around. So women end up creating competition among themselves for the attention of a select few men, which ultimately drives many of them crazy.
Ladies, I know this is hard to accept, but if your relationship fails, you cannot just blame him, okay? Because it takes two. And that is him and his fucking mom.